Hello everybody, it's Emily from Emily Loves London, and today I am doing my December TBR and my Christmas reading, and also my comic TBR as well. I'm sorry I haven't been around lately. It's been crazy busy with uni, but I'm now finished for the term, so I can get back to my reading and my comic reading, which has been really lax lately. Oh, by the way, this is my tree, my Christmas tree. Isn't it fantastic? I picked the right angle here because you can see all the fantastic like glittery decorations. And I look really tall in this video. It's really funny because the tree's like a lot taller than me, like it goes up to the ceiling, nearly the ceiling. But I'm just like, I'm sitting on this nice stool, so I look rather taller than usual. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So in terms of my TBR this month, I've got two things that are not Christmas reading, but that are books that I just have to read because I just can't wait to read them. So, and the first one is, now I'm not going to say this right, but I will try my best, Alison. It's called Perfidy Artists. There goes my Latin from school days, and it's by Alison Morton, and it's the second in her series, and I so absolutely love the first book in the series, and I can't wait to get going with the second one. For those of you who don't know, I can't really give you much about this, but the first one was basically about this girl who has this past that she doesn't know really much about, and you live in this alternate history, and she lives in America, and things start to go wrong in her life, and it becomes sort of thrillery, and then she just, her past completely unravels, and then you get it, and it's just like a whirlwind of adventure. So hopefully this one's going to be as adventurous as the last one, but I'm really looking forward to reading that, and thank you, Alison, for sending me them. The next one I've got is something from Orienda Books, and this is called Wicked Game by Matt Johnson, and this has been possibly on my TBR for a bit too long because I received this ages ago and I really needed to read it a while ago, but you know what happens when you're a uni student? It just doesn't, oh, my fringe is going everywhere, sorry. Just doesn't work out all the time. You just can't always get to what you need to read. Anyway, so Wicked Game is, let me just give you the blurb. So 2001, Age is catching up with Robert Finlay, a police officer on the Royalty Protection Team based in London. He's looking forward to returning to uniform policing and a less stressful life with his new family, but fate has other plans. Finlay's deeply traumatic, carefully concealed past is about to return to haunt him. Oh, that sounds good. And there's also another one coming out, I'm pretty sure, but I think that's around the beginning of next year. So I'm definitely looking forward to reading this. This is going to be very good. Lots of thrillers in my TBR this month. Okay, the next bits I have are my Christmas reading. So I've got quite a few Christmas reading books to deal with. First one I'm going to do is called The Christmas Train, and it's by David, you couldn't see me there, David Baldacci, I think that's how you say his last name, and this is about a delusion journalist, Tom Langdon, must get from Washington to LA in time for Christmas, forced to take the train across the country because of a slight misunderstanding at an airport security. He begins a journey of self-discovery and rude awakenings, mysterious goings-on and thrilling adventures, screwball escapades and holiday magic. Sounds great. And I've read a few of his, and I really, really like him as a thriller writer, so bloody fringe. This is what happens when you wash your hair and your fringe just doesn't go in the right place. It's really annoying. But yeah, I've read a few of these and I really like his writing, so I'm looking forward to reading something Christmassy with him. The next on my list is Murder Under the Christmas Tree, and this is a compilation of stories sort of murder mystery Christmas stories done by different authors. So you've got people like Ian Rankin, Dorothy L. Sayers, Marjorie Allingham, Arthur Conan Doyle, Val McDurd, Ellis Peters, and more. I mean, they're fantastic on their own. I mean, I can't wait to read these. So this must be, if this has got Arthur Conan Doyle. Oh, I haven't read this one by Arthur Conan Doyle. He's got The Adventure of the Blue Carbuncle. So that should be really good. They're little short stories, so that should be great fun. The next one I have is more in the term of sort of middle grade fiction, and this is A Boy Called Christmas, and it's by Matt Haig, and I've heard wonderful things about this book, and everybody raves about it, so I was like, yes, I must give this a go. And because he's got his second one out this Christmas, which is, I think, called The Girl Who Saved Christmas, I'm pretty sure. So I can't wait to dig into this, a good sort of fairy tale-y Christmas. This is about, you're about to read the true story of Father Christmas. If you believe that some things are impossible, you should put this book down right away. Ooh. That's going to be really good, because I love little Christmas stories about Father Christmas. The next one I have on my list, going back to the murders, because I love a good old murder mystery. This is Mistletoe and Murder, and it's by Robin Stevens. There we go. And this is part of a series that's called A Murder Most Unladylike Mystery. And this is sort of from 10 years upwards. And the others in the series have been doing really well, and the lady at my lovely local bookstore, which is Muzzle Hill Children's Book, said you should definitely read this if you like murder mysteries. So this one is about Daisy Wells and Hazel Wong are spending the Christmas holes in snowy Cambridge. Hazel has high hopes of its beautiful libraries and inviting tea rooms, but there is a danger lurking in the dark stairwells of Magdalen College. That'll be very interesting. My friend's at... Yeah, I had a friend at Cambridge, so that's going to be very interesting to read. The next on my list is keeping on with the murder sort of mystery angle, and that is Murder in Midwinter, and this is by Fleur Hitchcock, and this is a book done by Nosy Crow, and I met the lovely lady who works for Nosy Crow down at London Book Fair this year, and her catalogue was just full of things I wanted to read. So this is on my list, and this is about when Maya takes a photo from the top of a bus. She has no idea of the trouble it will bring. The bright shop window is gorgeous, but the couple arguing in front of it look as if they want to kill each other. And when her flash goes off, they look as if they want to kill her too. That's going to be really good. So I'm pretty sure this is around the sort of maybe 11 onwards in terms of age range. And bear with me, I've got 2 more on the list, and then we'll do my comics. The next on the list is called Stealing Snow, and it's by Danielle Paige, and I have heard so much about this. This is a YA, and literally people have been raving about this all the time, so I thought I have to put this on the Christmas reading list. This is about She Will Bring Down the World. Snow barely remembers a time before she was locked in a psychiatric hospital, but when the love of her life disappears in the night, Snow must follow a mysterious stranger into a magical frozen world to find him. Oh! That looks like great fun. I'm going to enjoy that. So the last on my Christmas reading list is called Christmasaurus, and it's by Tom Fletcher. I have heard lots of good things about this because this has been in my bookseller a few times, and it's a dinosaur. Anything with dinosaurs in it, you can guarantee it's going on my reading list, because I love dinosaurs. They're so good, and This is such a pretty cover. I love this cover. So, let me tell you a bit about it. Forget everything that you know about the North Pole. Pop a crumpet in the toaster and get ready to meet a boy called William Trundle. His dad, Bob Trundle, Santa Claus, an elf named Nozzle Trump, Brenda Payne, the meanest girl in school, a nasty piece of work called the Hunter, and a most unusual dinosaur. That's got me hooked. And I love Christmas stories, so this is going to be great fun. And this is sort of, I'd say, around the middle grades age range, so sort of 7 to about 9. And that is going to be really fun to read. Okay, next we're going to go on to my comic reading for December, if I can find all of them. I don't know. I think one of them's gone missing. Okay. Oh no, here it is. Okay, so obviously I am continuing with my reading of the series Orbital, and I'm now on number 4, and this is called Ravages, and again it's by Serge, Pelle and Sylvain Runberg. It's a fantastic series about these 2 diplomatic missionaries going around this world, and it's a bit like, the world's a bit like Star Wars in a way. There's so many planets and different species living on different planets, and they all have their own sort of histories and issues, and you just kind of delve into the world. I think that's what I really like about this comic. But also you've got the artwork is just stunning. Let me show you. So pretty. It's so pretty. So yes, that's the 4th in the series. Oh, there we go. That's better. So that's going to be great fun to read. And obviously I am continuing with Saga, which I am absolutely loving. And that is by Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. And I'm now on the 4th volume. Sorry, I'm trying to get the angle right. And this is volume 4. So, Saga is basically about this couple that are from opposing... French, from opposing sides in their world, and the worlds they're from are in a war, and basically they're just trying to survive living together. And yeah, it's a great comic. It's really wacky, as in the art's a bit wacky and the story's a bit wacky, but that's kind of, I think that's the appeal of it. You just kind of, again, you delve into the world of this magical place that Brian K. Vaughan has made, and it's just fantastic. I'll show you about the artwork. It's just unbelievable. It's so cool. Oh yeah, and these are the characters that have like TV heads. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to continuing with that series. The next on my list is a reread for me. I read this when I was about 14. I think I got it out of the library, and I have been a fan of him ever since. And I recently was listening to a podcast interview of him with done by Stuart Lee, and the guy who was interviewing, because I haven't said his name yet, is Alan Moore, the comic writer and author, and he is such an interesting person to talk to. Well, I say that, to listen to, I mean. And obviously because he's just written his big 3-volume novel, which is called Jerusalem. And Jerusalem is, I don't know much about it, but what I do know about it is that basically he set the afterlife in, I think it's Northamptonshire. And it's basically going through what the place is like and the different... He's kind of made it in our world, but not in our world. So it's parts of our world mixed with a fantasy world, which is really interesting, and I can't wait to pick it up. And I say read it, but it'll be like... I think that will be something I'll be reading for like a year. Like, it will take me probably a year, because it's like 3 volumes, and each volume is, I think, like 500 pages long, or 400. So that's going to be a marathon. But I'm not reading that this month. But I am rereading something that I absolutely loved of his, and that is V for Vendetta. And obviously it's done by Alan Moore, and the illustrations are done by David Lloyd. And this is just, I don't know anybody who hasn't heard of this, but basically this was actually turned into a film as well, which is with Natalie Portman, and it was fantastic. Really, really good film. But basically this is about, I'll read you the blurb because I probably won't explain it the best. A frightening and powerful tale of the loss and freedom and identity in a chilling, believable totalitarian, that's a hell of a word, world. V for Vendetta stands as one of the highest achievements of the comics medium. So yeah, it's like set in imaginary England, and basically they're using Guy Fawkes as a way to sort of take over the state and overthrow the government. And it's a fantastic read. I absolutely loved it when I first read it, and the film is fantastic. If you haven't seen or read both, try them out, because I can guarantee you'll really enjoy it by the end of it. And the last thing, God, this video is long, but I have done a lot in this video, so that's alright. The last thing I am reading is Outcast, and this is by, they've only got their surnames. Oh, that's really, oh, that's better. Now I can read their proper names. It's written by Robert Kirkman, and the artist is Paul Azaceta. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure that's right. Outcast is now actually a TV series, and this is why I've had this on my shelf for about a month now, and I've been meaning to read it because obviously it's come out into a TV series, and anything that gets moved from comics to TV series I love reading and watching and comparing sort of how they move the world over, because I think that's really interesting. But yeah, so this is about Kyle Barnes has been plagued by demonic possession all his life. Now he needs answers. Unfortunately, what he uncovers along the way could bring about the end of life on Earth as we know it. So yeah, that sounds really good. I can't wait to read this. But yeah, the TV series has been getting great reviews, and the comic has had very good reviews as well. So I'm definitely up for reading this, and I can't wait. And the pile is nearly up to like where my camera is. That's really funny. That's what I'm reading over the December period. So I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you're reading in December, because I love to know what you're reading in terms of comics and obviously fiction and non-fiction. I love good non-fiction as well. We don't talk about that enough. I have to do more of that in 2017. Anyway, give it a thumbs up if you liked this video, and if you're new to my channel, click the subscribe button below to see more of me. Have a fantastic Christmas, guys. I doubt I'll be doing a video before Christmas, so have a fantastic Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!